In this story, Pavitra found himself in a manhunt for Dr. Kumar, aka the Lizard. Things didn't turn out the way he wanted, especially with the community. And at the end, even Aunt Moya disagrees with Spider-Man's method. Just like his Earth 616 counterpart, Pavitra watches over the busy and bustling city streets of Mumbai in his full Spider-Man costume. Pavitra monologues in his mind, sarcastically praising himself for letting a crazy and bad guy like Dr. Kumar attempt to extract his Spider-Man powers, and instead transform him into a rampaging and dangerous humanoid lizard. He then reminded himself to take it easy and is still injured from the last time they were together. But he then contradicts himself that he can't take it easy as Dr. Kumar is still on the loose, not knowing where he is precisely. Jumping on the platform he was sitting on earlier, Pavitra encouraged himself to look for Dr. Kumar and started web-slinging to his intended location. He sings to himself to entertain his mind while moving. And after landing atop of a building, he spots a group of children from a distance playing, pretending to be him while wearing full costumes similar to Pavitra's. He finds them cute but immediately tells himself he's no hero. Then the kids started role-playing, saying they'll get Dr. Octopus, making thwopping sounds and movements with their hands and wrists, mimicking the actual Spider-Man's movements and attacks. Pavitra then shows himself to the kids, asking them if he can join them in their play. The kids were surprised and amazed to see him in person, and greets him. The kids claim that they were protecting the neighborhood, stating that Spider-Man couldn't do it alone. They called themselves his Spider Helper, which Pavitra thanked them happily, saying they are his eyes on the streets. He also thanked them for keeping their neighborhood safe. One of the kids then brings up their grievances about being thrown out of their homes, saying everyone is worried. Another kid chimes in, saying that Giri Corps is the most influential company in the city and what they can do about it, referring to Giri Corps wanting them to be evicted. Pavitra understands them, as he said he is also living within the neighborhood and he doesn't like what's happening to it. He added that they must look out for each other, since it is their home. He then reminded them not to get themselves in danger and instead find him when they encounter one. Then he awkwardly tried to ask without scaring the kids the whereabouts of a big, scary lizard dinosaur in a torn lab coat, while a green, scaly tail reflected on Spider-Man's eyes. Meanwhile, in some not so far away sewer opening, a curious stray dog first approaches the opening and then quickly runs away in fear when it realizes who or what is coming out of it. The thing that emerged from the huge opening was Dr. Kumar in his lizard form that looks like a dinosaur. He tells himself that he needs more test subjects, more of them. He then jumps out of the sewers into the slums and runs around, saying he can rebuild him in his vision and wondering why people fear him. He then terrorizes the public, crashing a vehicle and destroying some stores within his reach. The terrified public runs away as Dr. Kumar blubbers about a tableau of perfection, saying it is a perfect combination of instinct and desire. He added that it is a primal embodiment of truth and menacingly approaches a scared individual, telling him that he is a shadow of his greatness. Dr. Kumar asks a scared guy asking for help why he is scared of him. Thankfully, a friendly and familiar voice from a distance asks anyone if they've seen a giant lizard anywhere. Spider-Man whoops in to save the terrified civilian from the jaws of Dr. Kumar, teasing him that he has eaten a lot of ladus, which is an Indian sweet food. He then added that he was not body shaming Dr. Kumar, but Pavitra jokingly said that he never saw such a giant lizard as Dr. Kumar, and asked him sarcastically what he used to bench with. Dr. Kumar growls that he needs more test subjects, referring to them as more reptilian brains. Pavitra cut him back, saying that it's essential to get people's consent before doing evil experiments on them. Nothing that consent is essential. The giant lizard dinosaur then sniffs and huffs at Spider-Man, saying that something's familiar about him. Pavitra retorts to Dr. Kumar, saying it was funny that he mentioned it, as he also likes to harangue strangers about reptilian brains in a sarcastic tone. Pavitra then mockingly calls out Dr. Kumar, asking if he's at home. In response, the giant lizard dinosaur tried to slash Spider-Man with his sharp claws, only for the Indian web crawler to dodge it successfully. However, Dr. Kumar manages to get a hold of Spider-Man's ankle, grabbing him forcefully. On the 5th floor of Giri Corps, a working Naina is confronted by her manager, asking about the current work she has delivered. Naina replies, asking how she can add local flavor to the nonsense information she was assigned, as most of it is a list of lies. Her manager scoffs back, asking her when did they dealt with the truth, adding that they only deal with the opinions of those who pay them. Naina then points out some ridiculous claims and pieces of information, such as Spider-Man being a danger and ruining people's homes, being a Muslim spy, and wearing a mask since he is an actual demon. Annoyed at Naina's pointing, her manager sternly reminds her who her boss is, saying that Naina will have difficulty getting another work once she gets fired from Giri Corps, The manager added that Giri Sahib, CEO of Giri Corps, is a powerful man and reminds Naina sarcastically that her little brother might be taken away from her due to her inability to feed him properly, and it would be a shame if that happened. Naina could not answer back to her manager and instead thought that Spider-Man was ruining their homes with his destruction and violence. In the underground parking, Giri Sahib is seen lecturing a group of thugs with Spider-Man looking masks over their mouths with weapons in hand, telling his answer that he has such limits to the question of how an influential person like him has such patience. He then started walking a cement pillar with a pole stick in hand, breaking it as he said he didn't want to become like that, but those people left him with no choice. Adding that he had waited too long and was too generous, he sternly told the thugs that he wanted to get back on schedule and ordered them to get things done. The massive group of thugs started to move out, riding motorcycles as they left. Giri's yes man approaches him, bearing news about Dr. Kumar's whereabouts, saying his boss would never guess where. Somewhere in the neighborhood, Giri's goons started to destroy civilian properties and businesses left and right, not caring for the world of their horrible acts. Aunt Maya spots the violence, wonders why they are doing that, and looks for Pavitra, hoping that he is safe. One of the Spider Helper kids stands courageously against the goons after one of the bad guys lies to him, saying that Spider-Man sent them, making a horrible excuse that he is sick of looking for weaklings. The Spider Helper rejects the goon's lie, saying he knows the real Spider-Man and would never do that. Without showing mercy to the kid, the goon raises his stake against the kid, saying that Spider-Man sent him and was about to whack him. Aunt Maya, terrified at what will happen next, jumps between the two and covers the kid, shouting at the goon to leave the kid alone as she was hit instead. Back at a busy Pavitra fending off Dr. Kumar's deadly attacks, Pavitra challenges his desire to access the reptilian brain to become the best him after Dr. Kumar boasted that he never stopped being himself, even after the transformation to his current form. Pavitra mocks the lizard dinosaur for choosing to look like that, while Dr. Kumar scoffs back, questioning why Spider-Man concerns himself with something as pathetic as appearance. Pavitra uses his web shooters to blind Dr. Kumar and stops his movements temporarily. He then taunts him with a line from Mark Wahlberg saying, "Look good, feel good." Dr. Kumar angrily removes the web shots at his eyes, asking Spider-Man who he is. Pavitra answered him back with a punch, declaring himself as a man with the proportional strength and speed of a spider. Although, after punching the giant lizard dinosaur, Spider-Man complains to him with a hurt hand, asking him if he's made out of vibranium or something. Suddenly, Dr. Kumar grabs Spider-Man's neck while the web crawler tries to offer him to grab an iced coffee jokingly. And instead of fighting, they talk to each other. Pavitra then guesses that having a reptilian brain makes him dislike parlays and compromises him of having a cold caffeine instead. Not replying to Pavitra's joke, Dr. Kumar violently throws Spider-Man away from him, who tells him that his offer will be on him, with no pastries. The web crawler crashes inside a nearby clinic, commenting that Dr. Kumar should switch to decaf. Ruining most of the reception area, Spider-Man apologizes to the scared crowd inside as he tells them he has difficulty reasoning with the giant lizard, offering anyone a cup of iced coffee as an apology. Dr. Kumar follows Spider-Man inside, taunting him that he is wasting his powers and telling him he could use his powers much better. He then sarcastically says that Spider-Man doesn't want to save them, but instead cuddles them. Pavitra replies that he is only doing his duty and complains that he is scaring the people. The two then headed outside, wherein Dr. Kumar boasts to Spider-Man that he will win. The web crawler replies, begging him not to say it due to his reptilian brain, adding he'll lose his mind if he does while avoiding the lizard dinosaur's attack. Dr. Kumar indeed answers Spider-Man that it is due to his reptilian brain, and Spider-Man lashes out at him by saying he's had enough and shoots web strings at him. Then, using the momentum from the web strings, Spider-Man gives a flying kick to Dr. Kumar's scaly reptilian chin, making him fly backward. But the lizard dinosaur won't stop blabbering, saying that he can think clearly and his needs consume him. He then added that his instincts dictate everything. However, Pavitra's attack caused Dr. Kumar to crash violently into the medical center while jokingly taunting him that his instinct for interior decor leaves much to be desired. Even though the center collapsed on top of him, Dr. Kumar shrugs it off while Pavitra curses that the center is destroyed. Back at Naina in Giri Corp's office, Naina receives an email containing a video of Spider-Man crashing into a clinic downtown. Naina is shocked to see all the chaos in the video, commenting that it's awful and asking what happened next. The video only shows Spider-Man crashing initially, making Naina wonder who the web crawler was fighting against and if he is okay. Her mean manager watches from behind, telling her to immediately upload the video, sarcastically saying that there goes the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Naina then finally notices the lizard dinosaur in the video. At the same time, her manager continues to tell Naina in a criticizing tone that Spider-Man nearly injured his community members inside the clinic for complementary medicine. She added that Spider-Man is destroying the community he claims to protect again, joking awfully, saying that he is okay as he just demolished the place that could help him. Having no choice and being part of her job, Naina posted the video on her social media page, which got a lot of traction after the upload. Back at Aunt Maya's end, as she was clearing debris, she asked if the spider helper kid was okay. The kid cries back saying that his leg is hurt, and Aunt Maya immediately comes to his aid, lifting the rubble that trapped his leg and asking his parents' whereabouts. After Aunt Maya brings the injured kid back to his home, wherein his parents are worried sick, with the mother saying he should stop playing as Spider-Man. Aunt Maya assures them that the kid is okay and only hurts his knee. At the same time, the father comments that Spider-Man is a menace, pointing out the damages he has supposedly done, to which Aunt Maya answers back that the web crawler is a hero and protected them both from something. Feigning ignorance of the facts, the father comments that the police won't damage their home as Aunt Maya tries to continue telling them that Spider-Man saved them from the lizard. But the mother of the kid butts in, saying they were considering moving out of the city to keep their child safe. The father then whips out his smartphone, ready to make a falsifying post about Spider-Man pushing his child, while Aunt Maya tries to stop him in vain. The mother calls out to Aunt Maya, telling her it's the best time she leaves. The battle between the friendly neighborhood web crawler and the villainous lizard dinosaur continues, wrecking more stuff that gets in their way. Pavitra thinks he needs to lure Dr. Kumar out of the city, while the villain talks to Pavitra, realizing something. The web crawler guesses that the lizard dinosaur needs a moisturizer, and he lands a 2-punch combo, then a kick in succession. As Dr. Kumar crashes back into some park rickshaws, he tells Spider-Man that the time he spent wanting humans to be more like reptiles was wrong after encountering him. He said he was a waste as he thinks like a weak human while having all the power in the world at his disposal. He then added that his main weakness is his own humanity, to which Spider-Man retorts, disappointed at Dr. Kumar, saying that empathy is a weakness. Suddenly, a brick comes flying from the left side of Spider-Man, altering his spider sense for some reason. The one who threw the brick in Spider-Man's direction was one of Giri's goons, who just came after destroying some parts of the neighborhood. While Spider-Man is distracted from the approaching mob of goons, Dr. Kumar proclaims that he will be coming back for him after setting up his lab and getting it running. He then threatens the web crawler that he will get his powers and makes his escape, taunting Spider-Man that people he's protecting will never love him like he wants them to. Pavitra then warns Dr. Kumar he better not see him around again and proceeds to say welcome to the crowd. But instead of cheers and thanks, one of the goons told Spider-Man to get out of their place as no one wants him there, warning him the same thing as Pavitra did to Dr. Kumar. Another goon then points out the destruction he has brought upon them, demolishing homes due to their battle. Pavitra tries to reason back to them, saying that he saved and helped them escape Dr. Kumar. However, another person told him no one asked for that, pointing him out as starting the fight. Peter then asked the remaining people in the crowd about the big old lizard dinosaur thing that destroyed their homes to no avail, as the people didn't answer his question. Then an angry woman confronts Spider-Man, saying he should let the police handle it next time. But Pavitra responds that the police never come to their location. A male from the crowd then reminded Spider-Man about the people calling for his arrest due to criminal damages, questioning his true identity under his mask. Pavitra tries to calm down the crowd, saying that he isn't the enemy and is just protecting them, adding that he only wants to help. Unfortunately, that didn't work as the crowd chanted for him to leave. Spider-Man is backed up to the wall while an angry crowd approaches him. Recording phones in hand, Pavitra realizes he messed up as he escapes from the crowd, realizing how the crowd turned on him quickly. Naina speaks to a small crowd inside a conference room back in Giri Corps. The main topic of their meeting is a campaign against Spider-Man, and include topics such as why does he wear a mask, or why does he do the things he does. How can they know he is even human? One of the participants inside then asked Naina if Spider-Man is a hero, to which she responded by questioning what exactly being a hero means. She then extended her question of it being someone who can destroy something while proclaiming to protect it. She added that Spider-Man is a vigilante refusing to work with the authorities. Outside the meeting, Naina's manager is seen talking to Giri's yes man, saying that his boss Giri wishes to see the person leading the campaign against Spider-Man. The manager happily thought it was her, but instead the yes man pointed out to Naina much to the manager's disappointment. Pavitra arrives home to see Aunt Maya packing stuff in some boxes, thinking they will sell them. She tells his nephew she's making a head start in packing stuff for moving out, which confuses Pavitra. Aunt Maya then reminds Pavitra they will be forced out to move soon, asking him why to fight it, to which Pavitra replies that it is their home. She agrees for now but asks him back how long that would be. Aunt Maya then started to say that something changed recently in their neighborhood, looking out at the destroyed properties and items done by Giri's goons earlier. She mentions that since Spiderman came into their neighborhood, everything inside it became more dangerous and made things feel worse. Bothered and hurt, Pavitra asks Aunt Maya if it is because of Spiderman, to which the aunt somewhat answers. She acknowledged that the web crawler protected them, but he also brought his enemies with him, saying that Spider-Man's enemies are drawn to him while the hero is drawn to his enemies, ending her words by asking who the hero serves. Pavitra answers reluctantly that it was the community, but Aunt Maya points out that there are other ways to do that. With all of what happened that day, his first-hand experience of the people turning on him after protecting them, and the real talk of his dear aunt told him, Pavitra is in deep thought as he watches the streets of Mumbai from a rooftop above, asking if he has done the right thing and pointing out that everyone hates Spider-Man. He then remembers Peter's words when he visited Earth 616 before, the words to think of the man underneath the mask. He then thinks he could still do good things as Pavitra, instead while choosing not to be Spider-Man. He then looks at the amulet given to him by his late Uncle Beam, remembering his words of using his powers for good, but asking if his next decision will be the right way. Pavitra added that Aunt Maya thinks there is a different way of community participation. As he stores his superhero suit, he thinks of Seva, saying there can be another way. Pavitra is seen with Aunt Maya helping the displaced and harmed residents in the slums of their neighborhood, providing food and assistance as they rebuild their homes and businesses ruined by either Giri's goons or being collateral damages from the brawl between Spider-Man and the Lizard. He then helps others fix their establishments, and the view shifts to an empty-looking building, wherein a can filled with a piece of clothing resembling Spider-Man's mask is covered by the lid. However, Dr. Kumar establishes an underground makeshift laboratory, tinkering with flasks and suspicious chemicals. He then told himself that he needed one incy-wincy Spider-Man to become unstoppable. If you're looking for something else to watch, you can check this video right here.